Hello guys, on the today's lesson we'll be focusing on how to complete the square, right? So remember, whenever they want you to complete the square, they want you to write the given equation in this format. So x plus p all squared plus q. So meaning, whenever you're instructed to complete the square, you're instructed to write the given equation in this format, right? So now let's do the example so that you can see how we complete the square. Example, y is equals to x squared plus 7x plus 12, right? So always the first thing whenever you're instructed to complete the square, guys, write this formula, which is y is equals to a into x plus p all squared plus q. Remember, the aim of writing this formula is to see what you need to calculate. And remember, whenever we complete the square, they want you to write your given equation in this format. So now, meaning we need to calculate a or find the value of a, p, and q. And then after we replace those values here, and then we have done completing the square. So how do we know that what is a and how do we calculate p and also q? We have the formula of calculating p and q. For calculating p, the formula is minus p all over 2a. Right? Some of you are familiar with it from calculating the turning points of a parabola. This is the formula that we use. It doesn't change, guys. And then what is q? The formula of calculating q is 4ac minus b squared all over 4a, right? So now we have the formulas of calculating p and q. What about a? Okay, let's say we are given this equation of quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So this formula root here now is to tell you what is a, what is b, and what is c, so that whenever you're going to plug them in, you don't make any mistakes. Okay, a, as we can see from this given equation that I wrote now, we can see that a is what? Is the coefficient of x squared. So meaning from our given equation, the coefficient of x squared is what? Is 1, right? Which is a. Therefore, what is b? We can see that b is always the coefficient of x. And then from this equation, we can see that it's what? It's 7. And what is c? C is the constant number. And from the given equation, we can see that our constant number is what? Is 12. So we are going to calculate p and q now. So for calculating p, it's going to be minus into what is p? We know that from this equation, p is what is the coefficient of x, which is 7. Therefore, we're going to write that 7 all over 2 into what is a? We can see that a is the coefficient of x squared, right? Which here is what? Is 1. Therefore, 1 squared, which is equals to minus 7 all over 2. In the decimal form, it's going to be minus 3 and 5. It's going to be minus 3, comma 5, right? So now we are done calculating p. So now we are calculating for q. We know that the formula of calculating for q is 4 into a What is A? We can say that A is 1, which is the coefficient of x squared. What is C? We know that C is the constant number, which is 12 minus into what is P? We can see that P is the coefficient of x, which is 7 all squared divided by 4 into what is A? A is 1. Therefore, our answer is going to be, therefore we can see that our answer is going to be minus 1 all over 4, or in decimal form is equals to negative 0.25. Right, and what is A? You can see that we have already calculated PQ of only left with A. We know that A is the coefficient of x squared, while from the our given equation is what? Is 1. So now we're going to write that equation of us again, which is y is equals to A into x plus P all squared plus Q, right? Therefore, where we see A, we're going to replace it with what? With 1. Where we see P, we're going to replace it with what? Negative 3.5 or minus 7 all over 2. And where we see Q, we're going to replace it with what? Minus 1 all over 4 or minus 0.25, right? So let's do that. Our y is equals to, our A, we can see that it's 1 into x. What is P? P is negative 3.5. So always, guys, whenever you plug a value here, which is under the brackets, the given value or the value that you're going to place there, it has to change the sign. X is negative 3.5. Therefore, now it's going to be plus 3.5 all squared. So meaning if it was 3.5, we are going to say minus 3.5, right? So if it's negative, then when you plug it here, it has to change the sign, right? And then if it's positive, it has to change the sign to what? To negative, right? What about Q? Q, we take it the way it is with its sign, which is negative 0.25 here. Then we are done completing the square. Some of you, I know that you say, no, Mr. Saif, there's no need for us to write 1. Yes, you can write 1 if you want to, and you can also not write it if you want to. The answer is still the same. So we are done completing the square. Right. This is how we complete the square. Let me give you 2 questions that you can do, but then I'll just write the answer so that you can do them alone and verify your answer when you're done. Right? Okay, guys, here are the 2 practice questions, which is y is equals to ax squared plus 5x plus 6, and the solution, you confirm it. Therefore, the second one is y is equals to minus x squared plus 2x plus 8, and the answer there. So now we are done with completing this one. If you have any question, you can comment or leave the comment below. I'll answer you. Thank you.